Okay, I gotta stream this in 2 different places because otherwise Cherry will be a little off.
What was that?
I don't want Cherry to be a little off. I want her to be perfect.
Uh-huh.
Because, she needs to be perfect. Otherwise, what's the point? Also, hi, Cherry.
Hi.
Cute pink box.
Thank you.
Is it pink?
It's like a pinkish. It's kind of like my hair currently in real life, pinkish red.
Is your hair pinkish red? Because I thought it was like almost neon pink still.
It was like it's really like labeled like. Ironically, the box is actually labeled cherry, which is why I picked it. And it was actually more red, but I keep putting the pink conditioner over it, so that's why it has like a pink tint to it.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that looks nothing like your hair color, but also my screen is vastly different from all the other screens I use, so.
That's true, yeah.
But I do like it. It's like a
Well,
good pinky red to me. I really like it.
yeah, I ended up like I said, it is literally labeled cherry, so I was like, okay.
Might as well. Okay, let me put my controller aside because I don't need that for this game. We'll need it later when we do play up, but for right now, this is fine.
I found a spare controller for iPad products and stuff like that. Or not controller, what did I say? Cord. Because the one I've been trying to use to set up my second monitor, iPad has a second monitor, it isn't working.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try that. But yeah, I started feeling a little bit better, so I was cleaning while I was waiting.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, thank God I gave you time to clean.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone who's new here and hasn't seen us play this particular game since the beginning. We are on chapter 6, or very far in. We are currently chasing after Jamie, the cute barista who has purple-pink hair. Who Cherry voices. Cherry, say hi. There is... Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong one. That's why I'm not finding that. This one! Transition! There we go. This is so obvious. I don't want to spoil it. He has a secret that's very obvious, and if you know tropes, it's not hard to guess what the deal is. He saved a kitten recently. We helped save him by singing. We have issues with singing. We have, like, severe anxiety is the best way I can put it off the top of my head. Singing in front of people especially. So, yeah. This is going great. It's going fabulously. I'm sure.
That was not anybody in chat or you. That was me tossing away the broken cable that I was using.
Well, I hope it actually does go away. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna go in the trash because it's very broken.
When you say Cherry voices him, I mean that's literally the only voice she does in the game currently. I will voice literally everything else. So if everything sounds similar, that would be why.
I mean, I really don't think anybody cares. They seem to like it when it was just you and me, or it was just me, and then it was you, and then I think Demi popped in. Did Demi join us, or is it just you?
Demi did join for a little bit. She hit like the very end of it, which is unfortunate because it'd been great if she could have been there for all of it.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the same with Left Spell. She'll be like come in for one episode maybe. Depending on if we
doing it tonight for sure?
No. She is still away. She will be back tomorrow. And I will share the news later.
Okay.
It's not like big bad or anything. Like, don't worry about that. It's just, I'm going to share it off screen specifically.
Yeah, just private life stuff.
But okay, let's get into the game proper. Enough talk and chatter about nothing. But also, I like that there's a paw on this sign. I love that there's a cat over here. And this is Pastoria, and I think that's the name of the town. I don't remember. Las Magos. And, well, I can't read that one in the back. It says something. I can't read it, though.
Right.
A few hours later from, I don't remember what, but whatever. Jamie and I laughed together as we walked down the bustling, vibrant streets of Pastoria Town. Hey, I was right, that was the name of the town. After grabbing burgers for lunch, we spent the day exploring different shops and telling each other all sorts of stories. Oh, right, we barged in on him in his room. That's right.
Bringing 3 men.
He was, I don't remember his name. He was playing his guitar for the kitten. I remember that. And then we suddenly decided to hang out today on a day off. That's what happened. I don't think he was shirtless or anything. I think he was just wearing different clothes and didn't have his hair done the way it usually was. I actually liked it better the other way. So I'm kind of sad he looks normal again. Let's see. Another part is JB continues to tell his crazy tale regarding a particular concert master he once saw on TV. He makes an exaggerated face impersonating the man. I can only bring my hands to my aching sides. Jamie.
I'm telling you, Coco. The way that man dressed, the way he talked to the band, even the way he conducted. Dude was totally a vampire, no doubt about it. Holy shit, now that I think about it, I remember he specifically asked not to have the spotlight on the whole concert. Coco, can we buy some garlic on the way home? I'm not good with scary stuff like at all.
Please stop! My knees are sore from laughing! I emphasize my point by massaging my poor sore cheeks as JB stops briefly only to grin mischievously at me.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay. Haha, now that you mention it, they do look kind of puffy. You look like that big spiky fish. What's it called again? Poopy, puffy something?
Jamie, don't compare me to a buffer fish, you jerk!
Oh, come on. Pufferfish are cute, though. You'd be the cutest pufferfish of them all.
That's not a compliment! As we continue on our way, Jamie eventually stops and glances at a nearby ice cream shop advertising massive-sized sundaes and cones. His eyes sparkle as he turns to me like a kid on Christmas.
Aw, oh, man, those look so good. Go. You still full or can you fit in dessert? Pretty please.
Only if it's ice cream. I've always got room for dessert. Nah, dude, I'm stuck. Always have room for dessert. If you don't have room, what the hell's wrong with you? Take it to go if needed. Oh, please, I always have room for dessert. Jamie.
I'm multitasking. Wow, you're a real one, Coco. Woman after my own heart. Let's go stuff our faces then. Sparkle.
Sparkle. As we enter the ice cream shop, Jamie lets out a cheer and an overwhelming feeling of happiness wells up within me. I know that pink hue has permanently settled onto my cheeks, but I'm having too much fun to care. Yep, what kind of ice cream did we get? That matters more. Was it good or bad? Damn, that would have been a cute CG. Oh, how dare they. After picking up some ice cream cones, we stopped by a nearby park to eat them.
God, it's just so good. Nothing really beats ice cream, huh?
I giggle in response as I shake my head as childlike antics. Oh, jeez. That's exactly what you said about the burgers. You know, you almost make it sound like you never had this type of stuff before. Jamie flinches for a second and his smile falters. Sorry to see a sad glint in his expression, but it's gone almost immediately as he shoots me a sheepish grin.
Haha, do I? I say as I eat Skittles. No, I was just on a strict diet before is all.
Skittles, huh? Is that what you're multitasking with? Eating?
No, I'm doing research for that trip still. Because I can't keep delaying it. I keep forgetting.
Ah, okay.
I really need to book something. It really makes me appreciate the freedom of eating whatever I want to now, you know?
I sense a bit of hesitation in his voice, but I decide to accept his answer and concede with a nod. A comfortable silence settles over us as we continue eating our ice creams on the benches. We continue as the sun begins to set and casts an evening glow over the town. My eyes follow all sorts of people as they pass us by. A warm smile dances on my face when Jamie suddenly chimes up.
You look like you're having fun. Do you like people watching Coco 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 Coco?
Yeah, it's relaxing to me somehow. Seeing all sorts of people from different walks of life just pass by each other. I can't help but wonder what type of life they're all living. You know, when I was younger, I used to have this little game I played with myself where I pretended each person was a song. And I would try to figure out what melody they would sound like based on how they walked or dressed. Now that I say it out loud, though, it sounds a little weird, right?
Not weird at all. If anything, it sounds just like you.
No? What sounds just like me?
Well, even with difficult customers back at the cafe, you always seem to see people in such a positive light. You trust others really easily, and you almost always go out of your way to help people too. Honestly, I really admire that about you.
I feel heat flood to my cheeks as I stare at Jamie's earnest compliment and smile. I quickly scoop up a giant spoonful of ice cream in my mouth and look away, trying to hide the way my face lights up. Jamie smiles sadly as he grabs a napkin and reaches over to wipe the cream off the corner of my cheek.
Trust me, I'm the furthest thing from
Nice dramaticness, I approve.
that.
I stare at him curiously as he wipes the ice cream off and looks down. I furrow my brows when I swear I see an inexplicable sadness glaze over his eyes once again. I don't know why, but every time he gets that far-off look in his eyes, he feels like a completely different person. I hate it. Feeling a bit bold, I place my hand on his and I look up at him. Why do you always say things like that about yourself? And why do you always have that look in your eyes? As if you wanted to cry but can't? Jamie, are you okay? As if hearing his name, he snaps out of his trance and looks back up at me with a sheepish grin. He ruffles my hair as he stands up and stretches.
Okay, what are you talking about? I'm great, especially after having a sundae the size of my head. Woo, I feel like I could run a whole marathon or something. But it's getting pretty late, isn't it? Come on, let's start heading back.
However, before he can turn away from me, I grab his arm.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Co.
I was wondering how many you were going to tack on. I'm surprised it's so little.
I'm multitasking, so you know.
I know that we've only recently just met, but I took it seriously when you said you wanted to be my friend. And as your friend, I just want you to know something. If you ever feel that you need someone to talk to or just be there with you, I'm here.
Thank you, Co. I appreciate it. Heh, careful though. Don't go saying those things too often, or I may just end up falling for you.
It's fine. I'll just fight you with ice cream until you come to your senses again.
Okay. Geez, talk about cold. Icy even. But hey, seriously, thanks, Co. Thank you for saying that.
Of course, we're really friends, right?
Most definitely.
Friends are honest with each other, and they confide in one another when they're in need. I meant what I said, just remember that, okay? Come on, let's head back now. I may or may not know a good churro stall on the way there. That, I know. I know good churros. I know where the best churros in the world are. Okay, at least in Florida in this particular area. But still!
That's a very specific, thing.
I mean, they're made fresh. That is how you want a churro. Anything less, and you're seriously losing out. Terry can confirm this.
Yeah.
As I run ahead to throw our empty cups in the trash, I fail to see the way Jamie's smile fades from his lips.
Honest with each other, huh?
So brooding. Don't really like that in a guy. The stars twinkle in the evening sky as Jamie and I chat casually on the way home.
Ooh.
What is this
I had
music?
tons of fun today, Coco. Seriously, thanks for showing me around all these cool places.
Yee, of course. I had lots of fun too. We should do this again soon.
Like tomorrow maybe? It's the weekend, isn't it? You free?
Dunno. Maybe I am. Although I don't think I ate as much as I did today, Jamie. Seriously, the churros were a bad idea. I'm bursting at the seams.
What are you talking about? Those churros were amazing. Best thing we had all day. Tomorrow, I want to try the one that guy in front of us walked out with. That thing was the size of my whole arm.
I want that churro. Wherever that's located, I want that. Especially if it's genuinely this good.
Oh, I forgot shit.
You forget a lot.
I'm trying to pick a hotel that has some class to it.
No such
Come
thing.
on, I want to go again. Please, please, please say yes.
Okay, gosh. I don't even know where you fit it all anymore, but okay.
He's a boy. Of course he can do that.
Yeah, you're way more clingier than I expected.
Nah, you're just super cute, and you know all the best food places around. All I'm doing is reaping the benefits of being next to you.
And embarrassing! Not much embarrassing because you're publicly embarrassing.
Say what you want, but you've been laughing all day.
Jamie's lips curve up into a giant grin as he throws his hand in the air, stretching.
I knew it. I'm having way too much fun. I don't want to go home yet at all. Coco. Invite me over to your place. Let's watch a movie or something.
My place? Jamie, you can't just invite yourself over to my place.
Ha! Says the one who stormed into my room today. Come on, I kind of want to see how many posters of that Lumiose guy you have up. I bet you do.
And why is that important? I'm pretty sure that Soft Jazzy Melody was already playing, but okay. Suddenly, Soft Jazzy Melody begins to play
louder,
through the air. Look forward to see a middle-aged man playing a saxophone on the street. He has a small case open in front of him with a few coins and bills thrown in. Most townspeople merely spare him a glance as they walk by, but a few stop to listen. Ooh, it's a street performer! How cool! We don't see those often around here. Look up at Jamie to see him with a pensive look on his face, as if he were quietly judging something.
That guy's a good player, but the performance itself is definitely missing something. Okay, hey, Coco, stay here, okay? I'll be right back.
Wait, what? What are you... Hey, Jamie, wait, where are you going? I made my mouth to protest more, but Jamie's already sprinting off around a corner. I look back to the street performer and I smile as I join the small group of onlookers. Oh, I for one think he's playing is wonderful. I wish I had the courage to do something like that. I rock a bit on my spot as I watch him play his song. A few others join me, but most people pass us by. After he finishes, I open my wallet to collect all my single bills and gently place them in his open case. The man shoots me a grateful smile and I acknowledge him with a nod. He takes a deep breath and begins to play another song. Just as he's getting started, I spot a breathless Jamie appear from behind with a guitar and cord. I'm sorry, what? Jamie grins at the performer.
Mind if I join in?
The performer grins and scoots over. A few onlookers cheer as Jamie plugs into the guitar into the speaker. Jamie looks up at me and he winks before he looks over at the performer.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
That's... I swear I heard a drum in there, and there is no drum here. So...
I hear clapping?
Clapping, I can understand. There's, people around.
That means we'd be coming home on a Friday. That's horrible.
No, I definitely hear drumming. Okay, well, whatever. The townspeople begin to cheer as Jamie and the performer begin playing. The two instruments melt into a dazzling harmony that has everyone smiling ear to ear. More and more people stop to listen and drop various bills and coins into the open case. Whoa, you're so good! This is awesome! Yo, who is that guy on the guitar? He's killing it! Look around and surprised to see that the once small crowd has now turned into quite a large one. As the song picks up, people begin to cheer louder. Here's a smile plays on my face as I Jamie move his head to the beat. He looks like he's having the time of his life up there. Can't help but want to cheer him on. Woo! Go Jamie! Woo! As the song comes to a close, a giant wave of cheering and applause breaks out. Lots of people begin to drop bills in the case, and some are even bold enough to approach and ask for pictures with the performers. However, I notice Jamie declines all requests for photos. Soon after Jamie and the performer shake hands, I make my way up to them. Thank you, man. Let me tell you, you are crazy good with that guitar, brother. Shut up.
You're pretty awesome yourself with that sax. The way you handled that last chord was a beast, dude.
As they chat, a man in well-dressed suit approaches them. Good evening, gentlemen. I'm a talent agent working for Gratuski Records. The performance was quite something. He hands them 2 business cards and explains more about the popular music label he works for. My mouth drops as he shakes the performer's hands and then motions to Jamie. I gotta say, you really have quite a talent there, kid. You're thinking about going
Save it. I'm not interested. Not in the least.
Without using so much as another word, Jamie stalks off with a deep scowl on his face. He shrugs and turns his back to continue talking to the other performer. I chase after Jamie and reach out to grab his arm. Jamie, what are you doing? That guy was from a record label. You could have been scouted. Jamie turns to glare at me and I gulp. A dark, ice-cold expression is clear on his face.
Like I said, I'm not interested. Those labels are all the same. All they do is just use people like tools.
Nice.
They don't give a damn about music, just money. I play my music my way or no way. I'm not anyone's puppet. This one's kind of pretty. Not anymore.
Jamie. Without another word, Jamie continues treading towards the cafe, and I can't do much but trail after him. As Jamie bursts into the cafe, I run in after him. Jamie, wait, hold on. Slightly crash face first into his back as he stops abruptly. I grab my nose and I shoot him a scowl of my own. Ow! Hey, why'd you just stop in the middle of the... Jamie's eyes are wide open. His complexion is pale as I follow his line of sight forward. Uh-oh. My heart sinks in my chest as I follow his gaze and spot a hunched over Mr. Soul on the floor. The owner slowly turns around to meet us. His eyes are red and swollen, starking against his incredibly pale complexion as he trembles. Hello, you two. Jamie and I rush over to him as we help him up.
Mr. Soul, are you okay? What happened?
Jamie grabs a chair and we sit him down slowly. Mr. Soul trembles as he breathes in. His voice comes out and stammers as he slowly looks up at us. Oh, I'm fine, my boy, but my wife, she isn't fine at all. I saw hard as more tears brim in the old man's eyes. Jamie kneels down to meet his gaze.
Mr. Soul, what's going on? Tell us, please. We're here to help in any way we can.
Mr. Soul places a trembling hand on Jamie's shoulder and he shakes his head sadly. Truly wish it was that simple, Jamie. The lump in my throat feels heavy as I take in Mr. Soul's weak and weary demeanor. He begins to explain the situation to the best of his abilities. Wife, she collapsed suddenly after the fireworks last night. I got a call from the hospital. The hospital said that they found a tumor in her heart. They said she needs major surgery, and quickly, or she won't make it past the month. I can't afford it with just the savings we have, so I'm afraid that I might have to close down the cafe soon. Tears spring in my eyes as I cover my mouth with my hands. I can see Jamie's face grow pale as Mr. Soul continues. It's not a choice I'm easily willing to make, but I fear it might be my only choice. I'm far too old for any companies to be willing to loan us the money we need on a whim's choice like this. Whim's notice like this. The cafe means the world to both of us, and if we do close, I might not have enough for her surgery, but at the very least, it will get me closer to the amount. Their soul looks up at Jamie. He shakes his head as more tears threaten to fall. I can't lose her, son. I can't. She's the light of my life. I can't lose her, not yet. Oh, Mr. Soul. I clench my fists as I feel my own heart beginning to break. Jamie places his guitar on the floor and wraps Mr. Soul into a strong embrace as the old man quietly cries. After a few moments, I will watch Jamie wipe his eyes and kneel down in front of Mr. Soul.
Mr. Soul, I'll help you. I'll give you every single cent I have to my name. I mean it. It's the least I can do to pay you both back for everything you've done.
I reach over, throw my arms around Mr. Soul as I nod violently. Hot tears spill from my eyes. As will I. I'll give you as much as I possibly can. I mean it too. Mr. Soul shakes his head, and he manages a sad smile as he grabs each of our hands in one of his. Thank you, both of you, but I can't bear to burden either of you like that. It's simply too much money, and you're both so young with your whole lives ahead of you. I cannot accept putting that debt on your shoulders. Jamie's voice cracks as he shakes. Voice cracks. I don't know what I said. Jamie's voice cracks as he shakes his head and stands up.
Then let us at least run the shop until you come back. You don't even have to pay me a salary or anything at all. Go and be with your wife. I don't care what I need to do to keep this shop open, but I'll do it! Please, don't make the same mistake I did? When I lost my grandfather, I wasn't there. I was working on an insignificant job overseas. It got really tiny all of a sudden.
I know.
Let me make that bigger. I wasn't there next to him when he needed me the most, and it's easily the biggest regret of my entire life.
Mr. Soul looks up at Jamie with worried eyes, and I immediately stand beside him in support. He's right, Mr. Soul. There's nothing in this world that's more important right now than your wife. Go to her. She needs you now more than ever. Don't worry about the cafe. We'll run it while you're away, okay? Let us help in the ways we can. Don't take our money, then we'll come up with a plan to help raise the money. We definitely will. In the corner of my eye, I can feel Jamie's look of appreciation. Keep my eyes focused on Mr. Soul, hoping our words will get through. After a few moments, he stands up and cracks a small smile. He grabs us both and pulls us into a tight hug. Thank you so much, both of you. Well, it may not be proper for me to say this as your formal employer, but you really are like grandchildren to me. And I couldn't be more proud of you both. Dewey shakes his head. I watch him smile kindly in response.
No, Mr. Soul, we are a family. Our blood may not be the same, but our hearts can be more connected.
I wipe my tears, smiling at the poignant turn. Mr. Soul grabs his coat, motions towards the door, and looks back at us one more time. Thank you, again, from the bottom of this old man's heart. Well then, I'll entrust my precious cafe to both of you for now. You've promised to take good care of her for me, alright? We won't let you down. Leave it to us. Jay and I exchange a smile, and Mr. Soul nods. We watch as he opens the door and leaves. As soon as he's gone, Jamie collapses down on a chair and tears his hands through his hair.
What the hell am I gonna do?
I walk over to Jamie and pull on his sleeve, motioning for him to look up at me. Hey, you're not alone. We're in this together, alright?
Coco, you don't understand. Mr. Stoll and his wife are the closest thing I have left in this world to a family anymore. This is too serious for me. They took me off. Took me in off the streets when I had nothing and helped me without asking for a single thing in return. I have to help them. I have to do something, even if it means going back.
As Jamie's voice trails off, a painful look appears in his eyes. He shakes his head, and I can infer what he's getting at. Hey, listen to me. We're not going to rush anything, okay? It won't help the situation if one of us gets into more trouble. We'll think of something. I know we will. Besides, you're not alone, Jamie. Not anymore. Jamie looks up at me as I try my best to sound confident, but even I notice my voice shaking. He suddenly stands up and walks closer to me, his eyes boring into my own.
You're right. We'll think of something. Thank you.
I feel my heart pound in my chest as he looks at me. Suddenly he takes a step closer.
Not alone, huh?
Not anymore. I said this morning, didn't I? I really meant it, you know? Voice comes out in almost a whisper, but he frowns to himself.
Oh, here I turned out to be when you're the one who keeps saving me.
What? I couldn't hear you. Instead of answering, my eyes wide as he pulls me into a hug, my heart starts to beat very loudly. I flinch as I suddenly feel Jamie move his lips towards my ear and lean down to whisper.
Go. Thank you.
Why would you do that to me?
Because I knew that would kill you. You have no idea how much those words you just said really meant to me. Thank you so much.
I mumble softly as I wrap my arms around him, rubbing light circles on his back. Everything's okay, Jamie. You're not alone. I'm right here with you. We stay silently like that for a few minutes when I feel him start to pull back. I motion to let go, thinking he wants to separate when suddenly I feel one of his hands come to my waist, preventing me from stepping away further. I glance up at him, but he just rests his forehead against mine as he leans in. Why are you so quiet?
He's being creepy.
Uh-huh. That's not the correct answer here, you know.
Yes, it is.
Fingers trail down from my cheek as his thumb softly runs over my bottom lip. My heart beats a mile a minute, but even so, I place my hands gently on his chest. I can feel his pulse going as fast as mine through his shirt. Just as our lips near, really inches apart. Uh-oh. A soft little meow breaks the silence.
Cock blocking cat.
Alright, snap open as we glance at each other, then back towards the piano. Mia sits on top of the keyboard, eyeing us curiously as she swishes her tail from side to side. Almost as if thrown back into reality, Jamie jumps off me and I clear my throat as we avert each other's gaze.
Sorry. Wow, my throat's parched. I'm gonna get some water. You want some?
Yeah, that sounds great. I slowly peer back as I watch him head through the kitchen doors. I let a huge sigh of relief. I stare back at Mina as I approach her, my heart still pounding. I pet her head as she purrs against my fingers. I can't tell if I'm grateful for her or disappointed in you, Missy. Later that same night, I lay in bed as my thoughts drift to Jamie. I feel my face flush as I grab a pillow and smack myself with it in an attempt to clear the memory of his approaching lips out of my mind. You idiot! Now's not the time to think about that stuff. You got a bigger problem on your hands. Oh ho 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 ho. Is Master Coco having inappropriate thoughts about Mr. Jamie again? I jolt upright as I see Philia munching leisurely on a bag of snacks while zooming into my face.
What a tiny little penguin.
I wasn't having inappropriate thoughts about anyone. Enough of the accusations, okay? And you! Where have you been all this time? I looked everywhere for you since I got home. Philia's eyes sparkle as she pulls out a recipe book from behind her. Well, that's because I was studying this whole time. Seriously, did you know there are different ways to prepare mozzarella sticks? Look at this picture here. They're blacks! Blacks! I shoot Philia a look as she hands me a cookbook. I relent and pat the small penguin's head as she eagerly continues to show me different photos of fried cheese recipes. It's really that many? You really do like cheese, huh, Philia? Are you kidding? Of course I do. Cheese and Mr. Coco's songs are probably my favorite things in the whole wide world. You know, I don't have any money because I'm a penguin and all, but if I was rich, I'd spend all my money on those two things for sure. I raise my head, look over at Philia slowly with widened eyes. Wait, Philia, say that again. What? About how much I have cheese? No, the next part. Oh, well, that if I had any money, I'd happily spend on cheese. And to hear you sing again? My jaw drops slightly as the wheels in my head begin to turn. I jump off my bed and begin to pace around my room. Two things people universally love and are willing to spend money on. Food and music. Master Coco? Did I say something wrong? Look over at Philia and beam a giant smile as I grab the small penguin and bring her into a tight hug. Philia, you're a little genius! What? I am? I mean, of course I am! Wait, why am I a genius again? Oh, don't worry about it. But thank you, Philia. I place the small, confused penguin down as I rush through my bag for my phone. Philia gazes up at me and she smiles, flapping her flippers. Well, I don't know what I did, but if Master Coco is happy, then I'm happy too. I shoot Philia a warm smile before I dial a number. The phone rings as I take a deep breath. Come on. Pick up!
Hello, Coco.
Gee, I have an idea! Chapter
is that
7.
too many Cocos?
Yes. A festival
That
of
was your
lights.
breaking point?
No, but it was also that I had to cut you off anyway, so. The next morning. Well, what do you think?
An outdoor music festival?
Yeah, think about it. We have live music and serve food, and all the proceeds will go to Mr. Soul and his wife. I even spoke to some of my music friends at university, and they offered to perform for free. Jamie eyes me silently, but I can sense his hesitation. He furrows his brow as he looks around the small shop.
Not that it isn't a great idea or anything, but how exactly are we supposed to fit all those people in this tiny cafe?
Oh, easy, because I wouldn't actually be in the cafe at all. I was considering reaching out to the mayor to ask if we could use the town plaza as our venue. Jerry doesn't say anything. He just keeps looking around. I walk around to position myself in his line of sight. Oh, come on, Jamie. You saw all those people the other day with the street performer. I'm sure we could raise enough if we put this all together nicely. Seriously, this could work.
Go. It's just, it sounds like a really big project, and we don't really have a lot of time or resources to pull it off properly at our disposal. Ow! I swallowed the chip wrong. That's my main concern here. Can we actually even do this?
Especially not when you're supposed to be talking. Do not eat your chip wrong.
I'm hungry.
I am too. I gently touch Jamie's arm and he finally looks at me. You're right. I get what you're saying. I do. The odds are stacked against us. We might be totally way over our heads here, but well, I say we have to at least attempt at something. Mr. Soul has done so much for both of us, and his cafe means the world to me. I can't let it all end like this, not when we've barely done anything to help. We can do this, Jamie. Or at the very least, we have to try. Jamie's eyes widen as he stares at me, speechless for a few seconds. Eventually, he breaks into a smile and ruffles my hair. What is it?
Nothing. You're just really cute and oddly motivating. And you're also completely right. We can't throw in the towel when we've hardly stepped into the ring. All right, I'm in. Let's see what we can do.
I was say something totally stupid, and I realized the window for the game is actually like smaller, it's not full screen for me.
Mm-hmm.
And on the background is one of Allie's pieces of art, which has a cake on the bottom, which I could partially see. So I was staring at Jamie, going like, "Why is there cake underneath it?" It's like, no, that's not right. That's not what's going on. Jamie and I high five as we nod enthusiastically at each other. Filled with ideas, we pull out a notebook and spend the rest of the day planning and delegating tasks. A few days later. After countless hours of planning and hard work, we start to see the fruits of our labor. I watch as Jamie hangs up the phone and has another check mark beside another shop's name in our notebook.
Alright, more good news. The bakery said they'd help us out and cater for the event. Turns out a lot more people in this town love Mr. Soul and this little shop than just us two. We've got a mini army going.
At the same time, I open an email from the mayor. And the mayor disapproved our request for the venue! Yay!
Sweet, now we're talking. I mean, we've been talking, but sure. Then I'll take this list of shops and call them tomorrow morning.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. Oh man, we might actually pull this off at this rate.
Watch as Jamie excitedly turns back towards the notebook. Mina meows her spot on the piano. I stare for a few seconds before I turn around. Jamie, wait. I think we're missing something. Why'd you laugh?
I put a chip that was really big in my mouth right when that happened.
I stand up and walk towards the piano as I reach out to touch one of the keys. Nina comes over and purrs as I smile down at her. If we really want to pull this off, we need a performance. I'm not talking about just any old performance. A performance that will excite the crowd more than no-name university students or street performers will. We need a real star for the show.
Does she not know? Because she sounds like she knows.
We're gonna find out. Stop eating!
I'm all great.
Eat later when we're off stream.
No. I'm not that professional. That might be a little hard to come by at this point.
What about you? His eyes widen as he turns to me. I see an unknown emotion wash over his eyes. He stares at me as if frozen in headlights. But moments later, he shakes his head and looks down.
That doesn't make any sense, Coco. I'm no star. I'm just an average nobody.
But you're extremely talented. Far more talented than anyone I know in this town, I bet. Your music has the power to move people, Jamie. I'm sure that...
No.
My voice grows quiet at the blunt and stern response. He gives me a look that shows he's not budging on this.
I'm sorry, but this is the one thing I can't do. I am not getting up on a stage. I think you, of all people, can understand where I'm coming from.
I realize I won't be able to budge the iron resolution in his tone. I look down timidly. Meow meows sadly as she snuggles against my fingers. No, of course, you're right. I'm sorry I asked. I can hear Jamie sigh before he stands up and puts a hand on my shoulder, making me look up.
I'm really sorry that I can't help with this part, but I actually think I might know someone else who can help. I'm trying to pull this up. 1 second. That's better. Now I can actually see the chat and not that anybody's chatting, but I'm just gonna have a whole lot of explaining to do over the phone.
Music note!
There we go.
Give me 1 sec.
Uh-huh.
Alright. A few weeks go by, and before I know it, it's finally the night of our mini music festival. I feel myself going crazy as I mentally check off all the stuff that needs to be done before the show tonight. I groan as I quickly finish putting on some makeup when I hear my bedroom door open. Master Coco, the croquettes are gonna burn if you leave them any. Oh my god, Master!
Hi, Barbie.
What's it, Philia? Oh, please tell me I don't look bad. Is my makeup okay? Tell me it didn't smudge, please. I really do look weird. Oh, weird! You look super cute! Wow, I serve a queen! A shy smile escapes me as I watch my little penguin zoom around the room in excitement. Thanks, Philia. So I don't look too ridiculous? You look great! It's almost like you're the star of the show! Or it's all part of your plan to seduce Mr. Jamie.
Mr. Jamie.
That poor sucker won't stand a chance, you know? I'm not trying to seduce anyone. You don't go around saying weird things like that. Jamie and I are just good friends, okay? Friends with benefits? Philia! Eee!
Horny penguin.
You said that before.
Fucking horny penguin! For like a little plush doll looking thing, it's a horny penguin.
I shake my head as a permanent blush settles onto my face. I rush to finish getting ready and leave for the venue. I like that all her stuff is pink. It makes me so jealous.
It's basically my house if it was clean.
Well, you're getting there.
Getting there.
I grab
I'm
a
surprised I got
clipboard
anything
as I
today.
quickly run throughout the busy venue. All around me are many of the town's local business owners setting up small stalls with various foods and drinks. On the corner of my eye, I spot people already starting to gather from the entrance gate with their tickets in hand. I turn the corner and dive underneath a giant tent that's been set up in the middle of the venue. My jaw drops as I spot a popular idol performing a sound check with a professional crew on a big stage. Holy crap! She actually showed up! I'd have a mind to think she wouldn't. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think Jay's gonna have to talk to her a lot, so I'll be her too. Why not? Alright, everyone, let's run through this one more time. 1, 2, 3, go! I watch in secret as the beautiful idol in front of me practices her dance and song routine. My eyes sparkle as I take in all the light shining down on her as she elegantly moves across the stage. Wow, what a stage presence! She's amazing! God, if only I could be like that. I feel my heart beating faster and faster in my chest. For some reason, I feel notice my own 2 feet walking on their own lead me towards the stage. If only I could just... As she sings lyrics I'm familiar with, my mouth begins to open. Nice going,
She's
Jamie.
pretty extra, isn't she?
Oh, hey, looks good like that. I'm snapped back and realize I spot Jamie with a clipboard in hand as well, smiling next to me. Oh, Jamie, don't just sneak up on me like that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to spook you. You look amazing, by the way.
Thanks. You look pretty good yourself. We turn our attention back to the songstress as she continues her performance. My heart beats wildly in my chest as I shake the previous thoughts out of my head. I turn to Jamie excitedly. Jamie, I can't believe that's actually the Esmeralda herself. I remember she went on tour with Lumios a few years back, and I was so freaking mad I couldn't get tickets. And now she's actually here in front of me. Seriously, are you ever going to tell me how the heck you managed to get someone that famous to show up to our little charity event?
But I told you already, didn't I? We're old friends, and besides, she owes me a favor or two. Esme is still regarded as a rookie idol in the industry, but I have no doubt she should be able to rock this place good.
Rookie idol? But I heard a last concert sold out in just 10 minutes! Jamie lets out a laugh as he looks around us, leans a little closer and shoots me a wink paired with a smirk.
Exactly my point. 10 minutes is way too long to sell out of a show, don't you think?
What?
Oh, she's wrapping up. Let's go say hi. Play it cool, okay?
Wait!
Yeah.
What? Say hi? Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared for... Oh no. My jaw drops as Jamie starts clapping loudly, grabbing everyone in the room's attention. I really follow him as Esmeralda's performance comes to an end.
Bravo, bravo. Fabulous as always, huh, Esme? I can't wait to watch you rock the house tonight.
Watch as Esmeralda turns around and looks towards us. She grabs a water bottle from nearby and Susan heads over to us, shooting Jamie a weird smile. Why, thank you, Jamie. I watch as Jamie and her share a brief hug and greeting before she turns back around to face me. Oh, you are Coco, I presume. Yes, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan of your music.
Music.
Frick! Esmeralda blinks at me before Jamie facepalms in embarrassment.
I mean, he had to know that was gonna happen. So much for playing it cool.
The beautiful owl just smiles to herself before she walks closer to me. She looks me up and down as she circles around me. I can only gulp as I attempt to straighten up under her gaze. As she reaches her hand out to me with a smile. Nice to meet you, Coco. I'm Esmeralda, but call me Esme. I just wanted to say that I'm honored to be able to work with you both towards such a noble cause. I'll make sure my performance tonight leaves nothing to be desired, and that will raise all the funds needed for Mr. Soul and his dear wife. Yes, thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna go. Bye. Without thinking, I rush out of the stage and exit through the back. Jamie and Esmeralda simply stare as they fumble and dodge other crewmen who are setting up sound systems. Esmeralda lets out a low chuckle as she side-eyes Jamie. She's, kind of cute, huh? Reminds me of a little puppy I used to have as a kid.
Hey, oh. Hey, back off. She's mine.
Oh, ho, ho, is she really?
No, you can have her. Well, no, but seriously, cool it. Because it sure as hell wouldn't be the first... Ooh, I like her. Wouldn't be the first time you've stolen a cute girl from me.
It's not my fault that you and I have similar taste, is it? What was that last song we did together called? All's Fair in Love and War. Esmeralda eventually turns to Jamie with a knowing look as she crosses her arms. Lauren's smile flashes onto her face as she rests against the stage. Sure. It's good to see you're doing well, old friend. I'm really relieved.
Thanks for coming tonight, Esme. I hope I won't be getting you into too much trouble for this.
Don't you sweat it. If anyone raises any questions, I'll write off as a charity event. Maybe that much, don't you think? Especially after the last tour. Thanks to you.
Oh. Sorry, I was looking away for a second.
I know. Thanks to you, I'm now playing on the platinum charts. And I finally been able to pay off all my family's debts. I've been wanting to return all the favors you've done for me for a long time now, so please, leave tonight to me.
Thanks, Esme. I can't tell you how much I truly appreciate this. Well, it's almost showtime, right? So I better get going. I'll catch up with you later, okay? Don't leave without me at least treating you to a round of drinks.
Just as he waves and begins to walk off, Esmeralda calls out towards his retreating figure. Wait. Is that girl the reason you left? That causes Jamie to stop. He slowly chuckles as he turns his head, a sad smile on his lips.
Right. No, not at all. I only recently met her.
Esmeralda stares at him intensely before she sighs and drops her usual bravado. I won't ask what happened that night, but just know that I'm truly happy you're okay. And although this may not be what you want to hear right now, I want you to know that the stage is just not the same without you at all. Everyone in this industry knows it. Everyone feels it. Well, he's been the same since you left. Would you ever consider coming back? Jay turns around slowly as he takes in a deep breath.
No. I have a new life and a new dream now, Esme. Oops. I'm just doing what I can now to pay back my debts to the people who helped me get me here.
I see. As Jamie leaves, Esme watches him sadly. She takes another sip of her water. She turns back towards the spotlight on the stage. What a shame, because you were the greatest of us all. Lumios. Surprise! Yeah, as if no one could guess that. My eyes twinkle as I peek out between the curtains of the backstage. Crowds of people line the streets of the venue, all chattering away as electric and exciting energy fills the air. From my view, I can see the various vendors are faring well. Lines are beginning to form at each stall as the shop owners serve their food and drinks, putting the money into small donation boxes. Whoa, I can't believe so many people have shown up. Master Coco! The croquettes we cooked came out so good. They're selling like hotcakes. I knew the cheese ones were going to be great, but the shrimp ones you made didn't come out half bad either. Maybe I should just chalk that up to being a penguin and all, huh? Like to see Philia, who is visibly stuffed, gobbling down another plate full of food we cooked together for the event. Mia meows as she sniffs at the plate before Philia pulls it away. Hey, get your own plate, sister. I laugh as I shake my head and grab an appropriate snack for Mina. Mina meows, satisfied as Philia narrows her eyes. I grab a croquette of my own and take a big bite. They are good. I was so worried about the shrimp filling being a bit over the top, but the recipe came out great. Master Coco can cook great, and she can sing great too. If there's any real superstar here tonight, well, I think it's you. Meow, meow. Oh, stop it, you two. Suddenly, Jamie peeks his head in from the hallway.
There you are. Sheesh, I've been looking all over for you.
I stand up, brushing any crumbs off my skirt as I run to him excitedly. Jamie, did you see how many people are outside? This is amazing! We'll definitely raise every penny for Mr. Solo's wife might need tonight. Jamie smiles as he looks out behind me.
We sure got a nice crowd to show up, didn't we? I mean, all things considered.
As I look up at his smiling face, I feel a deep tug in my heart. Feeling a bit bold, I gently grab his hand in mine and I smile up at him. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, I never could have done this without you, Jamie. A genuine sense of gratefulness and happiness wells up in my heart, one I can only hope radiates to him through my huge smile. Jamie looks taken aback for a few seconds as he embarrassingly rubs the back of his neck.
What are you thanking me for? You were the mastermind here. I just helped out and made a few calls, but this was all you, Coco. You're the one who really brought this to life.
Time seems to go slow motion as we look at each other. My heart tugs as I watch him step closer to me, yet I can't bring myself to step away. I look up at him breathlessly and feel heat rush to my face as he brushes aside some strands of my hair. A sincere light shines in his eyes.
Geez, you really don't give yourself enough credit, know that? You're the first to acknowledge how great others are, but... Well, I think you're pretty damn amazing, too.
That is why my attention is sifted away when I notice Philia floating in the corner of my eye, silently making kissy faces behind Jamie. My eye twitches as I smile and point in a random direction. Oh, Jamie, look! What's that over there? As Jamie looks over, I fling a croquette at Philia and she dodges, silently laughing. Philia! Yeah, I know. Come on, you. Let's go get some good sheets for the show. Yep.
Looks like a butt.
Shush. Philia envelops Mina in a glowing light and they both begin to float. Mina meows in confusion when she realizes her paws have left the ground. Just as Jamie turns around, they disappear into a burst of sparkles.
What were you pointing at?
Nothing. Never mind. You should see a bright smile and we laugh together. As I look back up, I can feel a burning warmth in my chest. My heart skips a beat.
You should get that checked out.
Shush. My heart skips a beat when Jamie interlaces our fingers again and pulls me closer to him. I slowly look up and find him smiling at me again.
You've worked really hard for all this to happen, haven't you? And I, for one, think hard work deserves to be properly rewarded. I wasn't actually thinking it was gonna go there. So, what would you like as a reward?
I didn't do any of this for a reward, dummy. And you've worked just as hard as I have, you know. No rewards necessary, okay? Let's just do our best to help Mr. Soul and enjoy the night.
Is that what I have to do? Nope. Okay. So, you won't take a reward from me, huh? Alright, fine. I'll re-ask the question. You like that Lumios guy a lot, right?
What? I mean, yeah, but what does Lumios have to do with anything?
Well, I just want to know something. Humor me, would you? If you could ask Lumios for anything right now, what would it be?
Anything?
Anything.
God, I really don't know. Maybe a handshake or something?
A handshake, that's it? I think you should be a little more... Oh my god, dude. Just say you want to kiss her. Like, holy shit.
There you go.
What about a kiss?
A kiss? From Lumios? Are you kidding me? I'd die doing. Like, I'd actually die! I mean, maybe like a kiss on the cheek or something? But like, Mary skips a beat when Jay suddenly smirks and pulls my arm. So I look up at him, but just as I do, I feel impressed with a soft kiss against my cheek. Jamie, what are you doing all of a sudden?
What do you mean? Oh. What do you mean? I'm making your wish come true.
You're not. My sense cuts off as a shiver runs down my spine when Jay suddenly rests with his hands on the small of my back and pulls me even closer. He moves his lips towards my ear and I flinch as he whispers.
Give me a second. I'm trying to troubleshoot something while we do this.
Always something with you.
I know. I wanted to make this a little easier on me to, like, do multiple things at once, but it's not,
Quite working?
There it is. It's this thing. It worked one time, and now I can't get it to work again, so I'm just trying to fix it. Okay. Yeah, not you. This one. No, not that one either. This one. Okay. You said you'd die if Lumios kissed you, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder what happens if I do it.
I hold my breath as he begins to lean in slowly. God, why is it always slowly? My heart pounding like a drum, but it's as if I'm intoxicated by the coy smile on Jamie's lips as he nears my own. I rest my loose hand on his chest as he comes to my face. Once again, everything seems to slow down around us. The lights, the cheering, the music, it all drowns out, leaving us alone, together. And this is why you don't do it slowly. And just as our lips are about to touch, there's a piercing scream from backstage. Jay and I run into the other dressing room to see a pale Esmeralda bent over the floor, coughing up her lungs. So somebody call the ambulance! Janie rushes to her side as a few others attempt to sit her up and give her water.
May, are you okay? What the hell happened?
Esmeralda chugs the water. She points to a half-eaten croquette on the floor.
Oh, I thought it was her bad cooking. That's fine. Shrimp!
My heart stops as I register her words. The crew members pick up the croquette and examine it before growling out angrily. What the hell? Is that shrimp in it? As I'm severely allergic to shrimp! Somebody get help! Jimmy yells out angrily as Esme falls to the floor, another coughing fit again.
What the hell is responsible for these? There isn't even a proper label on them.
So hard as shame and guilt begin to tear me apart. People around the room eye each other. I mean, we don't really have a choice, do we?
And I mean, honestly, like, if you have that kind of allergy, I feel like you should check before something has you know, I don't know. I'm not an allergy person, but
But you are supposed to, like, check as severely as you can. Like, especially if it's unmarked, you have someone else, like, try it for you. But I mean, even if it was fried, surely you'd smell the shrimp, right?
I would think. Actually, I don't know. Shrimp doesn't really have a smell and or taste.
I made
Maybe it
them.
has
I'm
taste.
so sorry. Everyone turns to look at me. I can only heartbrokenly stare at Jamie. Jamie stares at me for a bit before letting out a deep sigh. Esme eyes me before chugging some more water. Her manager begins stomping over with an angry look on his face before Esme intervenes. Julie waves her hand as she attempts to stand up. She didn't. No, not her fault. Should have been more careful. Esme. Suddenly, a speaker in the dressing room plays a broadcast. Uh-oh. And coming up, we have our main performance of the night. Are you ready for her, Pastoria Town? The new, hottest, and most popular idol on the block is ready to rock the house. Gonna run, let's hear it for Esmeralda! Faces grow dark around the room as the sound of an immense crowd cheering weighs down on all of us. I don't know if there's like a rule, but I don't know that you're supposed to like eat before you perform either, especially if you're the singer.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to eat something that's like, you know, really good for your, like, if anything, like good for your throat or something, like tea or something maybe. Like that's all you're supposed to do, I think. I don't know. You know, that's just me. They have to have some sort of.
They have to have
You know,
nutrition of some kind,
conflict
of
here,
course,
though.
but like, this is definitely forced conflict.
Yeah.
Because you would not eat something fried before you have to sing in front of a crowd. I close my eyes and bite my lip hard enough to draw blood as I grab the hem of my dress. Esmeralda tries to say something, but instead is thrown into another coughing fit and everyone motions towards her.
May, are you okay? We need to get you to a hospital.
Esmeralda stands up and shakes her head. Just take one bite. I'll be fine, but...
I'm pretty sure that's also not how allergies work, but sure.
Hold on. I accidentally skipped over that. What was it? I'm afraid it's a given that you can't perform tonight. My heart stops as more cheering blasts through the overhead. Watch as Esmeralda slowly makes her way towards the door. Guilt impales me like a spear. She coughs over and over. Another crew member opens the door and several medics walk her out. Esmeralda helplessly looks over her shoulder back at Jamie. I'm so sorry, old friend.
Like hell, Esme. I'm the one who's sorry. Please get some rest.
As she leaves, the rest of her crew flies out after her, leaving just me and Jamie. I hold my head low in shame. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Hey, look at me. Don't you say that. If anything, it's my fault. I should have been more careful. I knew about her allergies. I should have told you beforehand.
Suddenly, the announcer barges in through the door, looking around frantically. Hello? Where the hell is Esmeralda? I've been stalling for like 20 minutes. The people are getting anxious out there.
Esmeralda isn't able to perform tonight.
Well, someone needs to get up there. People are starting to leave and taking their money with them. Maybe let's have a deep sigh as I dig my nails into my palms.
We'll go make the announcement now. Give us a few minutes.
As the announcer huffs away, Jamie turns to look at me. I feel myself shaking as I look up at him. Jamie,
Hey, it's okay. You don't have to say anything. Besides, I'm sure we placed plenty so far with the concession stands and...
It's not okay! Those people were promised a performance. If they don't get it, they may take back their donations. This will have all been for nothing. It's a donation. You can't take it back.
I mean, I'm sure some Karens have tried and
It's
succeeded.
a donation. You can't take it back.
Again, I'm sure someone has tried and succeeded.
Jamie frowns, eyebrows knitting together in frustration.
And what do you expect us to do? There's no way we can find a replacement now.
What should I say?
I feel like both of these are bad options, to be honest.
These are very bad options. So which one's the least bad of the options is the question.
I'm cocky enough to think I can perform as good as an idol, or I am obnoxious enough to ask you to perform again for the third time.
We're cocky enough. You say it's for the third time, made me go, okay, we can't do that one. That's not happening. I wipe my tears as I take a deep breath. I release the iron grip on my dress as I open my eyes. Then I'll do it. I'll perform. I got us into this mess, right? I'll find a way to get us out.
Go.
Lumios. I wish I had an icon here to know who the hell is talking. I'm going to assume us. Because I'm pretty sure at some point it switches over to the guy's point of view for like a single episode.
Ah.
I bite my lip hard enough to draw blood as I desperately clutch the microphone in my hand. Bully one. Ha ha ha, what a loser. Was that supposed to be singing? She sings so bad. She sounds like a cow instead. Moo. It was only the first day of my middle school's talent show. I've been practicing day and night for months when I finally mustered up enough courage to perform in front of my entire school, but nerves eventually got to me and I totally messed up. I watch as my teacher attempts to silence the snickering and giggling around the room from my peers. That's enough! Settle down, everyone! Coco, please. Return to your seat and hand the microphone to the next performer. I do my best not to let a flood of tears forming in my eyes fall as I hand the microphone to the next student. Just as they pass me, the students making fun of me put their feet out and I trip. The entire room erupts in laughter as I fall face first into the floor. Bah ha ha, she tripped. Maybe she really is a cow. I think cows can sing better than she can. My ears are bleeding.
What kind of insults are these?
I don't know, but they would definitely like hurt your self-esteem regardless, though.
Well, yeah, but they're just bad.
I raise my head up slightly from the floor to see small drops of blood running down my nose. Have now mixed with the tears falling from my eyes. I'll ball my hands into fists as I run out of the room with a bloody nose and a shattered heart. That's how our singing career ended.
In middle school, and you never tried again ever?
Shattered self-esteem.
Listen, I had my self-esteem shattered with writing in middle school, and I got over it by the end of high school.
Did you really?
That was a horror. I had no self-esteem throughout that entire period, for other reasons as well.
Oh, people are different.
I know. I'm just saying.
Just saying, but people are different. So I'm just saying.
I know.
I hear my shallow breaths go louder as I stare out into the crowd. My grip tightens around the microphone in my hands so I can barely stare out silently into the sea of faces standing before me. As the bright light shines down on me, I'm momentarily blinded. I open my eyes and I feel my heart stammer once more. Oh my god, so many people. I grip the microphone hard enough to turn my knuckles white. I feel myself shaking in place as voices start to ring out. Huh? Who the heck is that? That isn't Esmeralda. Maybe she's the opening act? She looks terrified, though. Oh man, look, she's shaking. Is she really gonna be okay? I flinch as the instrumental opening of a song begins playing. I try to open my eyes, but realize I'm positively paralyzed. As more and more concerns from the audience start chiming up from all over the crowd, it almost feels like an invisible hand has formed and wrapped itself around my neck.
Ah, that's a familiar feeling.
As we continue on, I try to focus on the song. Just don't look at them. Just sing Coco. First part is coming up right now. Close my eyes, trying to drive the fear out of my heart. I open my mouth in anticipation of the song, but nothing comes out. I open my eyes as I stare into the microphone. My voice, it won't. Music stops. The murmuring begins to grow louder as I look up and flinch at the visible frowns and confused faces. Is she going to perform or what? Can she honestly even sing? Where's Esmeralda? Suddenly my eyes widen as a beautiful voice cuts through the silence and resonates throughout the stage.
Oh god.
That's technically you.
I know, give me a second. I gotta No, I don't know what the pitch is. I can't do that. Written in the stars, high above the moon.
It's whatever the hell that note is that keeps moving up and down.
Oh yeah, that's a specific note, not just an emoji.
The song starts playing. It's the one I recognize immediately. Hey, this song is... So I turn and see Jamie entering the stage. But somehow with the light shining down on his face, I feel like I can't even recognize the man who's approaching me. As the song begins, Jamie grabs a microphone and takes a deep breath before looking over at me with a small smile. Then he starts to sing.
La 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 la.
People begin smiling and clapping on just the first few chords. The beautiful, ethereal voice echoes throughout the venue. My eyes widen and my heart stammer as I stare, frozen in my spot. It's Jamie's singing profile. I recognize that voice anywhere, but it's impossible.
Yeah, you just got
Lumia's?
kissed by him. Like you said, you'd literally die from.
In a small instrumental break, Jamie rushes over me and cuts my face, snapping me back into reality.
Hey, look at me. I'm right here. You're not alone anymore. Let's sing together. You know this song, don't you?
I mean, I approve. I can only stare at him as I'm lost in a daze for a few moments. I nod my head and turn back to the crowd and then to him. Yeah, I know this song. He shoots me an encouraging nod as the instrumental run ends and he turns around to face the crowd. He sings a few notes before he turns around to cue me in. Somehow staring into my eyes, I feel that the shackles that once held me back have come loose. I raise the microphone to my face and my voice rings out. Oh, it's just music notes. Excellent. La 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 la. The crowd begins to cheer as I harmonize perfectly with Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, what a voice! Who are they? Do you know them? They're so good! As the song picks up, I find myself smiling. People have started pulling out their phones and using them as flashlights to wave as they cheer us on. They did not come prepared. They are not true Idol fans. They need pen lights. As Jamie finishes the high note and turns to me, I match one in equal stance. The crowd goes wild.
The wrong color.
La da 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 da. Da 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 da. He's just music notes.
We're doing so good here.
What are we supposed to do? We sing together song after song. It's clear that the audience is steadily gaining numbers and momentum as the show goes on. People smile, clap, and sing along with us. Phones and cameras flash at us, but we don't even notice. G.A. sing to each other as if we're the only two people around. He locks his eyes with mine, and I never want to look away. As the chorus of the last song begins to approach, Jamie's microphone suddenly cuts off.
Hey, what the?
He attempts to restore it, but nothing seems to work. Da, 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 da. This time I turn around and sing my heart out with everything I am. People start cheering loudly as my once small, quiet voice now resounds throughout the entire venue. She's incredible! Oh my god, who is she? Dude, holy crap, I think I'm crying? Jamie beams proudly as he watches me.
Atta girl.
Kind of a weird thing to say.
Right?
You see with
like
everything.
That's like a very us thing to say in like our region, but not his region.
I don't know what his region is, but it's not this one. I see with everything I can muster as the song closes. I simply smile into my microphone as a brand new sensation takes over my heart. As the last song fades to an end, the audience erupts. I feel tears fall from my eyes as I look out above the giant crowd. Oh god, I did it! Holy frick! I watch as Philia and Mina suddenly appear floating above the crowd, enveloped in a pink light. Mina meows joyously as Philia shakes two cheese sticks frantically as if they were glow sticks. Oh my god.
I wish there was a picture of that.
Master! Marry me! I want an autograph! Meow! I can't help but laugh as I turn around to face Jamie. My heart slams in my chest as he stares at me with an expression that's leaving me more breathless than before. I lost his eyes as he briskly walks over to me, and before I can even have a moment to think, Keats! Finally!
Now you gotta die, though.
I will get back to that later. He pulls me into a deep kiss. I hear the crowd roar behind us as my mind goes blank. I think I process the sensation of my heart pounding in my chest and the feeling of the warmest embrace I've ever felt in my life. Aw, so cute!
His face is redder than hers.
It's supposed to be, it's fine. I bow my head in gratitude as the shopkeepers from each stall hand their donation boxes to Jamie and I. They cheer and pat us on the back as they approach us. Oh my god, can you take over, like, some of these people, please? My voice is starting to go.
Incredible! What a truly amazing performance! I'm not doing a male voice. To think this little town has home to such big stars. See you around, you two.
Suddenly a familiar voice calls out to us as we hear clapping. Beautiful! An absolutely stunning performance! Jay and I run towards Esmeralda with worried faces.
May, what the heck are you still doing here? How are you feeling?
Invigorated after hearing you two on that stage. Oh, this makes me glad I took a bite out of that croquette. Well, mine is a severe allergic reaction. That kind of sucked. Esmeralda, I'm so sorry about that. Lila raises her hand as if to silence me as she shoots me a smile. No, Coco, you have no reason to apologize. Regardless of the reason, you duly delivered to the audience what I could not. And can I just say, you got quite a voice in you, Coco. Had there been any talent scouts worth their salt in that audience, they would have handcuffed you to them the moment you walked off that stage. Thank you so much, Esme. Oh, wow, to hear that from someone like you. It was more than a dream. And as Jamie and Esme exchange playful looks with each other. That's our only two old friends could. Eventually, someone behind us calls out to Esme and motions to a cab that's arrived. Esme slowly turns to face me once again and she smiles. Coco, jokes aside, I truly hope the next time we meet, it'll be on stage together. I'll look forward to that day, okay? Don't keep me waiting too long. And as for you, Mr. Jamie, was it? Well, I honestly hope that you'll give what I said earlier tonight some more thoughts. You won't fool me by telling me you don't enjoy yourself on that stage when I saw it with my own two eyes. There are places in this world where some of us were just born to be. And I think you already know where yours is. I turned to glance at Jamie, but noticed his gaze cast down in another direction, seemingly lost in thought. Esmeralda clears her throat as she gives us both one last smile before turning away. Well then, I suppose it's finally time to say goodbye. Ciao, both of you. Maybe I'll cross paths again soon. And until then, take care of yourselves, okay? Esmeralda walks off and I clutch my heart as her words echo through me. Meet on stage, huh? As we get to pack up, another familiar figure approaches. Mr. Soul! Mr. Soul pulls us both into a tight hug as we throw our arms around him. He hugs us for a few moments before he looks back up to us, tears brimming in his eyes. Oh, what could I possibly ever do to repay the both of you? He smiles as he hands him one giant box.
Here you go, Mr. Soul. This should have everything you need. I think we even reached a little over the expected amount, so you can use it towards getting your wife something nice after the surgery.
Before Mr. Soul takes the box, he grabs each of our hands. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You two are truly like guardian angels to me. Thank you. No need to thank us so much, Mr. Soul. We did this because we wanted to. For you, for your wife, and for Cafe Estrella. We wave Mr. Soul off as he turns and walks away.
An angel, huh? It's been a long time since I was last called that.
Turn to Jamie when we're finally alone. Hey, where did you learn to sing like that?
Does she really?
You sounded just like... Jamie clears his throat and shoots me a forced smile.
I sounded just like me, okay? I'm not anyone else but myself. Please don't compare me to someone I'm not. Anyways, come on, let's get this stuff back to the cafe and call it a night. I'm totally beat.
As he briskly walks off, I can do nothing but trail silently behind his retreating figure. Neither Jamie nor I say a word as we open the door to the dark cafe. Jamie lets out a deep sigh as he sets down some boxes.
Phew, what a hectic day, huh? Well, at least everything worked out okay in the end.
As he's about to leave the kitchen, I reach out to pull on the back of his shirt. He stops, but doesn't turn around. Why won't you look at me? For a few moments, Jamie turns around and smiles sweetly.
What are you talking about? I've been looking at you all night.
I'm sorry. Jamie stops altogether as he stares at me. I look down timidly as I step closer to him, wishing he'd wrap his arms around me, but he doesn't. I'm sorry. You're right. I do keep comparing you to someone you're not. I'm really sorry. Jamie lets out a deep sigh as he ruffles my hair.
It's fine. You can't help it if he means that much to you, right? I just wish I could mean something to you too, you know.
My eyes widen as I look up at him. He smiles forlornly as he begins to turn around again. Jamie, that's not true. Shush. You do mean something to me. You mean a lot to me, and you know it. How can you even say that? Jay turns on his heel and I swallow hard. The cold look in his eyes forces me to step back. He continues forward, glaring at me. Slowly I find myself backed up to the piano as Jamie corners me.
Okay, sorry. And just what do I mean to you, Coco? What am I to you? Second best or something? Why can't you just like me for me? Why? Why does everything go back to him and not me?
Jamie's voice is laced with emotion as my breath hitches. I look into his eyes and he seems to notice my fearful expression. He sighs in defeat and takes a step back.
Guess it all just boils down to the same thing, doesn't it? I'm just not good enough. I never really have been. Not for you, not for anyone. I'm so tired of it.
As he begins to turn around, I pull him back and force him to face me. Do you even hear yourself right now? Yes, Lumios is special to me. He is. He's really someone who has changed my life. But, so are you, Jamie. You're just as special to me as he is. Why can't you understand that? Jamie doesn't answer me, so I quickly throw my arms around him in a tight embrace. Yet, despite his silence, I immediately feel his arms wrap tightly around me. Don't you get it? I'm not the one who truly keeps comparing you to someone else. You yourself are. I try to look at Jamie, but he averts his gaze from mine. Almost as if trying to block me out. As if trying to hide the broken pieces behind his eyes. I growl in frustration as I grab his face and force him to look at me. Hey! Listen to me when I'm talking to you. I love you, idiot. For you. For who you are, Jamie. Not because I want you to be anyone else other than... my eyes wide as I realize what I just said. I feel my heart nearly stop as Jamie also tenses under my embrace, my words sinking in. This time it's my turn to avert my gaze, so I quickly let him go and take a step back. I try to open my mouth to come up with some sort of excuse to refute it as a joke or as something, but the words don't form as my brain tries to process my own actions. A few seconds pass before Jamie takes a step closer to me.
What did you just say?
Oh, I take a deep breath as I look up. My heart skips a beat as I stare back into his pleading eyes. He rises to my face as I look down shyly.
Please, say it again.
I feel his hands trail down the length of my arms till they reach and grasp my hands. He brings them forward and cradles them to his chest.
Go. Please.
I'm never letting you name the heroine again. I said, love you for you, not because I want you to be any, without even as much as seconds respite. Jamie crashes his lips onto mine. My brain feels as if it malfunctions as I process the feelings of his hand pulling me even closer to him. However, after a few seconds, I let go of all further doubt and embarrassment and melts into his lips as I throw my arms around him. He kisses me deeply, almost as if searching for something. But just as I motion to kiss back, he suddenly pulls away. I try to catch my breath as I stare up at him in confusion.
Say it again, please. Just one more time. I need to hear it.
I love you, idiot! Oh, I missed the rest of that. Hold on. What was it? I love you, idiot, for you. Just for you, okay? Jimmy smiles as unshed tears brim in his eyes. He rests his forehead on mine as he cups my face.
Thank you. I'm enough. Finally, for once in my life, I'm enough.
This time I'm the one to silence him as I crash my lips onto his. I feel like crashing isn't a good thing. I haven't kissed, but that doesn't feel like a good thing. It's used so often. It's like, I get it. It's like, you know, you have an impact. You're doing it quickly, but there's other words to use.
No, you should still be gentle about it. Because otherwise, like, from what I understand, crashing involves teeth clicking, which is not enjoyable.
You brought up a lovely image to my head. Thanks.
Listen, I've read so many fanfics where they do that, and then their teeth clash when they kiss, and it's horrible the first time, and then they fix it the second time. It's like a common trope. So I'm assuming it's a correct trope, considering I have no experience in said subject.
I thought you kissed your partner at least.
Nope.
My brain's trying to process because I swear to God, I saw you kiss them once. Genuinely?
No, we talked about it, but they weren't quite comfortable with it, so we just never ended up doing it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, great. Both of us have no experience. Awesome.
Again, I'm going off fanfics here, so obviously all fanfics.
I'm going off Otome games here. I'm perfect for this. You've always been enough. Got that? Now shut up and kiss me or else.
Or else what, huh? Don't you dare threaten me with a good time right now, Coco. Definitely not when Definitely not when I just heard the girl in my dreams tell me she loves me. Actually, screw that. I'm not letting you go tonight.
He kisses me back as he wraps an arm around my waist, pulling me so close there isn't a single space between us anymore. Kiss over and 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 over again. And somehow, each time feels as if it's the first. I need to keep reading or we'll skip to the next morning.
Thank you.
I'm not going to put you through that. It's not explicit, but like, no, we won't put anyone through that this time.
We got the fade to black, yes!
The next morning. And also, you know, my mom is here. I can't exactly read that kind of stuff right now.
Oh, wait, it actually gets that bad?
No. But it's bad enough that I don't want to read it out loud, you know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. I don't wanna like talk to each other like that. Like I feel like that would be a next step in our friendship that I'm not comfortable with.
That's a step you're never gonna be comfortable with.
I mean, to be fair, I'm barely comfortable with the romantic.
You'll be fine. I stir slightly as the soft humming reaches my ears. I slowly peek my eyes open to see Jamie sitting upright in bed with some papers in his hands. I stare at his handsome face as he scribbles something down before tapping the pen onto his lips in focus. What should we do? Check phone, compliment song, give kiss.
I can't make this decision.
Why not?
Because I don't think I would have the normal reaction here.
Is your normal reaction check your phone?
That or compliment the song, probably, yeah.
No, I like compliment the song. Do that one. I like how all of her clothes just kind of match. That's just...
Oh, she's in a bra.
That sounds like a beautiful song. Jay looks over at me and smiles. He continues humming as he writes something down, then turns to kiss my forehead. And he did nothing. Oh, yeah. Why do you sound shocked?
I was kind of hoping for pajamas or something.
She has to. He doesn't, so...
Uh-huh.
You have to talk, you know.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by the uncomfortableness there. Anyways, well, it's inspired by a very beautiful woman. Good morning, cutie.
Morning. I can feel my cheeks light up at his cheesy line as he leans over and kisses me. I look over his notebook and see it's filled with scribbles. So, you do write music.
Well, to be completely honest, I haven't written anything in a really long time. But ever since meeting you and coming to this town, I just can't seem to stop. I guess you're my muse, Coco.
I giggle as he tosses the notebook aside and kisses me again before snuggling against me under the covers.
Oh, he was doing that in bed, okay.
Yes. I gently grab the notebook and study the lyrics.
I say that as if I don't do everything from my bed sometimes.
Wow, this is amazing, Jamie.
You like it? Will you sing it for me?
I nervously look up at him as he smiles warmly. Bite the inside of my cheek as I glance down towards the notebook. I could possibly.
Yes, you can. You can't. You know it, and I know it. And hell, I think this whole town knows it now after last. Oh, I forgot this is only the next night. Knows it after last night's performance. They confessed and just went straight to fucking.
That's not how it works. Is that how it works in like
I wouldn't
fanfics?
know, honestly, but I'm assuming it's a little bit more days between the confession to the fucking. Like, isn't there that 3-date rule?
They've been on like one date.
Yeah, exactly. We're both easy.
Well, yeah, obviously. I smile at the memory of yesterday's event. Do you really mean that? Do you think I have the talent?
I do with my whole heart. You were amazing last night. You know that? Sorry about the impromptu stage kiss, but you were just so incredible in that moment. I couldn't help myself.
I don't know if I can sing in front of an audience of that size again, though. Before you showed up, I was paralyzed.
Of course you can. I hope you know even the most famous of singers still get stage fright every now and again. All you need is to work on that more. Besides, you've been practicing for a long time, right?
My heart stops as I shoot a surprised look towards Jamie. Shoots me a cheeky grin as he interlaces our fingers.
What's that face? Don't tell me you didn't you what? Anyways.
Didn't think I'd notice.
You said you didn't think you'd notice or something? I don't know. Oh, okay. Don't tell me you didn't.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't tell me you didn't. You think I noticed?
Just ignore that
I knew
extra
something was
you.
wrong there. I couldn't figure it out.
It's that extra you.
Yeah. Okay. Your posture, your breathing, your technique, everything about your performance was flawless from a technical perspective once you finally got into it. If I didn't know it better. Shit, why am I coughing all of a sudden?
Water?
I have water, but it's not helping. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were the professional vocalist.
Okay, drink of some kind?
I do have water. I'm trying it, but hold on a second.
We both could use it, honestly. So much talking.
That's true. Where's Evil to like spam hydrates when he's needed?
Clearly not here. That's fine. We don't need him. Here, I can spam hydrate. What is it?
We don't actually have a hydrate command though.
What is it? Go Skells redeems hydrate for
He does like a special like command thing that
ghosties.
makes it look like he actually redeemed it.
There we go.
That's how it works for sure.
Yeah, close enough. It's what we're gonna get. If I know any better, I'd say you're on par with a professional vocalist. Okay, you said that, so moving on. I feel inexplicable happiness light up my heart as I hear the words I've been longing to hear for an eternity. Flashbacks of my long hours spent studying, singing, and rehearsing flood my mind. I never expected anyone to know what I was up to, or even if those long hours would bear any fruit. I always did it because it's simply so much fun, and because, without a doubt, I love to sing. Do you really think I could become a vocalist?
Give me a second. Okay. Become one. Haha. Go. I think you already are one. You just have to believe it for yourself. If you can do that, you can do just about anything. At least that's what my gramps always used to say. It's cheesy, but I still think there's some truth to it.
I nod and smile as I snuggle against Jamie. I grab his notebook and beam at him. I'll sing, but only if you sing with me again. Truly love your voice too, Jamie. Jamie flinches again as he hears me say his name. He stares at the notebook and his smile begins to fade. Slowly he gets out of bed and sits next to me.
My name's not Jamie. Go. Look, there's something I really want to tell you, but...
I feel the hesitation in his voice as his demeanor shifts. His eyes look down and it's as if he's struggling to find the words. I gently place my hand on his. Jamie, you can tell me anything, you know that. Jamie's frown only grows deeper as he looks away from me. I watch him breathe out a deep sigh as he looks out the window.
I don't even know where to... No, please, let's not do that. No. Okay. Hold on a second. Apparently I triggered something on my keyboard by putting my phone up against it.
I don't know how you did that, but good job.
My name isn't actually...
Jimmy, my boy! Are you in there? I'm coming in, alright?
Oh my god!
Gasp as Mr. Soul's voice echoes outside the door. I slowly, as the door begins to open, I pull the covers closer to hide my half-naked body. Jing jumps up and slams the door shut.
Mr. Soul, listen, I'll meet you downstairs. I'm still getting dressed.
Oh, alright, lad. Come down soon. I have a surprise for you. As we hear the owner's footsteps retreat downstairs, we will let out a huge sigh of relief. We look at each other and can't help but laugh quietly. Oh, me? I need to get out of here before he sees me.
Yeah, I'll distract him up front and you sneak out through the back door. I'll call you later, okay?
Haunted? Hunted.
How much more is there? We just slept together. It's not usually the end.
Save. And that's all 3 for today. So you're done for today, and then next week we'll do it again.
Yay.
No, I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
Relating to Demi.
Ah, okay.
You also want to... Okay, double checking, make sure that did actually save before I, exit the game.
Yeah.